Oh, that is some power from Randy Johnson, though. No way. No. Randy Johnson is having such an amazing season. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel and my season playthrough of Backyard Baseball 2003. Hopefully I'm getting these videos up on a weekly schedule or at the very least on a bi-weekly schedule, but in real life as I'm recording this, it has been over a week since I've come back to play this game with our team. I've just kind of been in a bit of a slump and a rut personally with the thing, so hopefully with this video, even though it's been a bit of a break, we can get into the action without too much issue and we can get ourselves another W. So as you can see, we are 3-0 on the season. We won our first 3 games against our divisional opponents. All those were road games. As you can see on the schedule now, we are going to be playing the same 3 teams just at home. So I don't know why the CPU organizes a schedule like that where all of your divisional games are at the beginning of the season and all in a row. And also they're not staggered. So for example, we played all of our road games first and then we're playing our home games second against our division opponents. I don't know why that is, but basically in this video, we're going to be playing the first team that we played this season, the Melonheads. We beat them 16-0 last time, so hopefully we can make easy work of them again at our home field, which is the Paveway, by the way. We haven't seen that yet. So as y'all can see, we are at the Paveway. This is our home diamond. I really like this field, actually. Some people don't really like it. I think it's a pretty underrated field. I like how similar to Tin Can Alley and Cement Gardens, you kind of got the asphalt cement ground, so the ball really bounces far, so even if you get a ground hit, if it's really hit hard, it can get past the fielders easily, and I just like the aesthetic of it overall. Looking at our player health, Ichiro is having a good day. He's up to 10 at batting, so hopefully this means that not only is his contact as good as it usually is, but hopefully he gets some more power as well. Nomar is not having a good day. His pitching is down, which of course doesn't really matter. We don't use him for pitching, but his fielding is down, and of course Nomar Garciaparra as a shortstop. It's a critical position, so hopefully this does not affect his playing on defense too harshly. Here is their roster. Again, they have nobody in terms of backyard kids or pros besides Dmitry Petrovic. However, their pitcher, Kristen Sullivan, is having an amazing day. If you look at her boost, she is up to 8 batting from her usual 2. She's up to 10 running and then 10 pitching. So we really need to watch out for her today, not just on the pitcher's mound, but at the plate as well. So because we're the home team, we are pitching to them first. Let's see if we can have a good performance with Randy Johnson here. Here we have Olga Tolofsen. She is not batting that well in the season. She's only at 200, and she's apparently not having a good performance health-wise, so the ump was very nice to us right there if you saw that. I can't believe that was counted as part of the strike zone. Alright, Randy Johnson wants the left hook. She's got an open stance. Let's see if we can place this right on the outside. That's going to be a strikeout on 3 pitches for Randy Johnson. That's exactly how you want to start off our game. It's good to be back. So Dmitry Petrovic is actually hitting pretty well this season. His batting stats aren't the best, but he's hitting .333, which is a pretty good average. Alright, let's see if we can get him with a slow ball. Let's see if we can get our second strikeout on 6 pitches. This one's going to be inside. That's going to be a second strikeout already. 6 pitches, 2 batters up, 2 down. This is exactly the start we need from Randy Johnson, setting the tone early. Oh, wow. So she drives that deep into center field. Ken Griffey Jr. is running over. He fumbles it, but Pablo is there to pick it up. That was nearly a very bad error by Ken Griffey Jr., but we escape out of that inning. Randy Johnson was great right there up until that last hit. So here is Ichiro. He is batting .461 of the season, doing a pretty good job. That's the lowest average on our team. So even though it's the lowest on our team, that's still a very good average. Get some good contact on the ball, but unless the fielders collide, that's going to be an out. Oh. There we go from Pete Wheeler. That is going to be deep to center field, but she might get that. And she drops it, so that will be a double for Pete. Just so many hits off errors in this game. I'm not going to hate on the developers for, you know, making it easy for us, even on hard difficulty. I could turn errors off, but at the same time, errors do still happen in real life, so that's why I keep them on. And that is going to be a fly out for Nomar, it looks like, unless she drops it, which she does not. So that's 2 outs. And that's going to be a deep fly for Amir. She's going to get under this, though. We're just going to send Pete home. No drop this time. So we get a hit with Pete off an error. Might as well not be a hit, though. And we don't score any runs. So Randy Johnson's back up. Let's see if we can keep his good performance going so far. So she lays down a bunt Of course, she's got the quickness now with the stat boost. As you can see, though, by her batting average, she does not even have a hit this year. So that hitting boost for her is going to come in handy, as she has yet to have a hit this season. Wing Quan is up, and he is also not a good hitter at all. Just a 142 average. It's going to be easy ground out for Randy Johnson. I mean, it's not a strikeout, but easy outs are just as good, honestly. Now let's try to change things up with the changeup. We threw three fastballs in a row. This is going to be outside, and it gets her looking. 3 strikeouts now. This one to end the inning. Randy Johnson is pitching very well today, but we need to get some people on base. I think Keisha actually has our highest batting average so far in the season. She's batting .692, which is excellent. That's going to be down the line. That's going to be a long single for Keisha Phillips. Well, not a long single, but, you know, a well-positioned hit for sure. So that is our first true hit of the day. Now we have Randy Johnson, who is batting incredibly well for a pitcher. He's got a .416 average, but we're going to do a sacrifice bunt with him right here just to get Keisha and her speed further down the base path. Oh, this might be a double play, though. Oh, no, and that's going to be a double. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We nearly avoided disaster. They would have gotten a batting power up for that. No double play there. Their first baseman fumbled it. That was a pretty bad error by him. So Randy Johnson gets on. And that's going to be a rocket from Ahmed Khan. That's deep. Not going to go out. And she does not catch that. Randy Johnson, we're going to send him to third. Hopefully he has the speed. She does not have the great arm power to throw it in. And Ahmed's going to go to second. We're going to hold Randy at third. That was a great hit from Ahmed right there. And now we have Pablo Sanchez up to bat, the ultimate power hitter. Can he send this one deep? And that's going to be a fly out. That's unfortunate, you know. That's... Whenever it's not a home run with Pablo, it's disappointing, to be honest. So here's Ken Griffey Jr. He is actually tied for first in the league with home runs with 2, which is not that many. That's a line drive rocket down the first baseline, though, into right field. That's a great hit. That's going to score Randy Johnson for our first run of the game. Great hit from Ken Griffey Jr. That's exactly what you want to see, and we're on the board. That's going to be a bouncing ball. This is why we like playing on this field. It's hard to catch the ball, the bounce, and everyone is going to be safe. See, I told y'all, this is why I like playing on this field. If you know how to hit right, and again, even ground balls that are bouncing, those can turn into hits. Oh, and that is a ground ball, and Pitt Sullivan can just throw that. So we leave 3 on to end the inning. We score, which is good, but I mean, 6 hits and only 1 run out of it. That's not good at all. Right, Chad Koppel's up, and this team really does not have that many good hitters. He's only batting 166, and that's one of the better averages I've seen so far. I think they only have a couple batters batting over 300. So the high and inside. That's gonna be another strikeout for. I'm messing up my words. That's going to be a line drive right to Ahmed, and he's going to catch that one. It appears I talked too early when I said they don't have any good hitters on this team. Hannah Peavy is batting .571 of the season, which is excellent. But I think she's by far the best person we've seen so far. That's going to be easy fly out for Nomar. He drops it. Well, that's the stat reduction right there that we just saw. That is a horrible error by Nomar. So they get their first hit of the day off an error. Pretty upsetting to see from Nomar, who we got for his fielding abilities. That's going to be another strikeout to end the inning. Let's go! Randy Johnson is just unstoppable right now. Again, only hit is the hit off an error. Let's just see if we can finally get some more men on base. We have been leaving way too many people on. We have not been scoring enough runs at all. That's some power from Nomar. Oh, man, that is deep. And the pause. Big pause right there. He is going to get to second. Let's even get him to third, actually. Nomar Garcia-Parra is going to get to third. That was a rocket of a hit all the way out to deep center right field. If there had not been the building there, that might have been a home run. There's some more power from Amir right there. Oh, man, we are swinging for the fences right now. She drops it. We would have sent Nomar anyway. That's going to finally score our second run of the game. It's about time. Let's start pouring it on, guys. We are better than this team for sure. Oh, man. Kristen Sullivan strikes out Keisha Phillips on 3 pitches. I think she's finally found a pitch she likes, which is a curveball inside, which is pretty good. Those are hard to hit. All right, Randy, that's a grounder. Let's get Amir to second. And Randy gets his second hit off an error today. Like, he is batting way too well. This is ridiculous. Randy Johnson keeps finding ways to get on base in the most hilarious ways. He is 2 for 2 today. By far the best hitting pitcher in the league, obviously. And that's going to be over the head of... No, it's not. I thought that was going to drop in for a second. I was going to say that was nearly a really good hit from Ahmed. All right, Pablo, you've been a bit underwhelming lately. That's a quick grounder, and that is just not going to reach. This is pretty upsetting so far, honestly. 9 hits, just 2 runs. And that is going to be his 6th strikeout on the day. Our batters are not playing very well, but Randy Johnson sure is. It's going to be a fly over to Pete. Hopefully he and Nomar don't run into each other, and that is going to bounce past him. This could be a disaster right here. Pablo, what are you doing? Pablo decides to stop running after the ball. This could be a big issue right here. And that is not a good throw from Nomar. Thankfully, it does not turn into an inside-the-park home run. That was a disaster right there. I don't know what's going on with our fielders on the left side. All right, and then I'm gonna use a big freeze right here. We know the CPU can hit these, and that's gonna be a strikeout. They're letting me keep these power-up pitches for a very long time, though. I'm pretty surprised. Most of them are only like 1 or 2 use pitches. I've thrown that spitball like 4 times already. I don't know why I still have it, honestly. But I'm going to keep using it. And we escape out of this inning with some excellent pitching by Randy Johnson. The only issue was with our fielding, and they let a triple happen. Aside from Randy Johnson, though, everyone else is playing pretty poorly. I would say he's keeping us in this game, to be honest. And that's some power from Ken Griffey Jr. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is out there. And that's going to bounce on the packages. That counts as a home run. Let's go. That is his 3rd of the season. That was an excellent hit right there. So at least Ken Griffey Jr. is bringing the heat today. And that's going to be a fly out. And she drops it. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I would say we have Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr.'s hitting, and then their horrible fielding to chalk up to the reason why we're winning in this game. We have not really been playing that well, in my opinion. And this is a pop fly from Nomar. And that's an infield fly. He's just not having a very good day today. And this is going to be a rocket from Amir Khan. She's going to fumble that ball. We're going to send Ichiro home and Pete to 3rd. This is going to score Pete too. They are messing up badly. That's a great throw right there, though. Pete scores anyway thanks to his speed. Finally, in this inning, we're getting some more runs. This is good. This is very good so far. Another line drive. Hopefully this does not turn into a double play. Keisha reaches. Who would have thought you'd ever see that? Randy Johnson's batting 500. So he can't sacrifice bunt here. We just got to hope that we swing and reach on an error again, basically. Oh, that is a grounder. And I don't know if they're going to know what to do with it. No, Dimitri picks it up and throws it right to first. At least we scored 3 runs there. That was definitely our most productive inning by far. Look at those stats from Randy Johnson so far. 8 strikeouts on 37 pitches. He is on fire today. Definitely what's keeping us ahead in this game for sure. I think we're going to burn this one in with a fireball. Even though he doesn't want it, we're going to burn it with a fireball just to get the strikeout, and we're going to juice it back up. There we go. 9 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. You know what? It's time for more juice, baby. More juice. The most overpowered feature of this game. Let's go! Another strikeout for Randy Johnson. That's now 2 in this inning. He is just absolutely nuts right now. This is probably the best pitching performance I've had in this game in a long time. I rarely pitch this well. And that's going to be a ground out. Amir can just run to first. We still have not allowed a hit. Actually, no, we have. I was going to say we haven't allowed a hit. That was off an error. And that's going to be a pop fly. Although that was a very high fly ball from Ahmed. Impressive height on that, but that's coming down. Out. Pablo Sanchez, 0 for 2 today. I don't know, Pablo. To be honest, man, you're not hitting very well this season. Pretty disappointing so far. Pablo definitely is not hitting very well this season. 0 for 2 today, just 500. Does not really have any home runs. But that is some power right there. That might hit the building. That would probably be a home run on an ordinary park. That's going to bounce off the wall. And he will make it into second. That's a good hit right there. That's what we want to see from Pablo. Ken Griffey Jr.'s back up. He has had 2 great hits today, including a home run in the last inning, or whenever he was last up to bat. Let's see if we can keep it going. That's another rocket from Ken Griffey Jr. That might fall short of the stack of packages, but he'll still get a double. We're going to send Pablo home. We're going to send Ken Griffey Jr. to third, actually. But they fumble in the outfield. We're going to give him an inside-the-park home run. He now has 4 home runs in this season. There's just so much you can do when the fielders are awful. We are finally beginning to run away with this one, I feel. She fumbles that horribly. Ichiro is going to reach. They're so bad. These guys are so... I promise I'm on maximum difficulty. Like, I feel like I have to keep saying that. When you run into teams with mostly these CPU kids, they can either be really, really good, like some of the CPU kids are overpowered, or some of them are just awful, like really bad. And this team happens to have a bunch of really horrible ones. That's going to be a big hit from Pete. Actually, well, it looked bigger coming out. And she drops it. And Ichiro is going to be safe on third. Alright, now I feel like we can really open this up and begin to pour on the coal, sort of get more runs on, really finish this game out. That's going to be a bouncing grounder, and Ichiro is going to reach. And that is a rocket from Amir Khan. That could be a home run. Yes, that's going to be a home run from Amir. Alright, finally we're playing like ourselves. We're finally opening this up. For those of you who don't know, on Cement Gardens and the Paveway, which is this field, if you hit a line drive into this open space on the high left side, that's going to be a home run. That is now our 3rd home run of the game, I think, and it feels pretty good. We are finally opening this game up, playing like we should, playing as well as we know we can. Let's see if we can beat our season high. We beat them 16-0 last time. Let's see if we can beat them even worse than that. That's a great line drive from Keisha right there. That's going to be deep into the outfield. She fumbles that. Oh my gosh. These kids don't know what to do with themselves. They just don't know what's going on. She throws it back to the pitcher, so Keisha's going to get a triple. Alright, we can really start messing them up now. We're not necessarily looking for a hit from Randy here. If he lines out but gets Keisha home, that's okay. Oh, that is some power from Randy Johnson, though. No way. No. Randy Johnson is having such an amazing season. He is so unpredictable. He gets a home run and we're going to be up 14-0. This is so crazy. I never would have expected that Randy Johnson would actually be this reliable at the plate. This is so bizarre. And I'll correct myself. We are up 13-0. I think that's the first time I've ever hit a home run with line drive power on. Of course, there wasn't a fence there, so it's not like a true home run, but it counts as a home run. I've never done that before. And he fumbles that, and so Ahmed is going to reach. This must be like, what, their 5th or 6th error? They are playing so badly. And that's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. Oh, this could be bad for them. Ahmed could reach. For some reason, their second baseman is not chasing after that. They're leaving her to chase it. An errant throw right there, and Pablo is going to get a triple, and Ahmed is going to score. They are melting down now. Ooh, this is going to be a fly out, it looks like, for Ken Griffey Jr. unless he drops it. Will we be able to send Pablo home? No, we won't. They finally do something right. And that's a line to center field. Pablo's going to score. RBI for Ichiro. We are up 15-0. We are this close to beating our season high for runs scored. This is possibly the last chance we'll have to score innings in this game. And he lines out to center field. That is disappointing. That will be our last chance to score unless they miraculously put up 15 runs. What are you doing? Why does Amir keep on doing that? I don't know why he does that. It's like I throw to first base and Amir feels like he has the liberty to just run the opposite way. It's so weird. Alright, so we can start using some of these power up pitches because it is the last inning. Let's try a fireball. Burn that one in. 11 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. I don't know if that's a season high. I feel like this is his season high. I don't think we have struck a double-digit batters yet. But this is an amazing performance from him so far. And we do get more juice, so we're going to keep using these power-ups just to finish off the game, just to really stunt on them. Use the fireball again. Let's go for 12. Let's go. 12 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. He is unstoppable. And that is it. That is a 15-0 W over the Melonheads. First game against him, we beat him 16-0. We beat him 15-0 today. We started off pretty slow. I feel like if we had kept the same energy as we did in the later innings, we could have put up more than 20 runs on him. But it took a while for our bats to get hot. Randy Johnson throughout this game, though, was absolutely incredible. This is his best performance of the season. So let's check out these statistics for the last game. In terms of best hitting performances, Ichiro was 4 for 5. Amir Khan was 3 for 4 with a home run. Randy Johnson was 3 for 4 with also a home run. Both Amir and Randy Johnson had their home runs down the open left field line. Ken Griffey Jr. was 3 for 4. All 3 of his hits were great. He had 1 outside the park home run. He had 1 inside the park home run, and he had 1 rocket down the right field line, which I think might have scored 1 actually. He had 4 RBIs. Amir Khan had 6 RBIs, and everybody scored. So all in all, a pretty solid game all around, and nobody got less than 2 hits either. So we can now take a look at our season stats. In terms of our batting leaders, our best hitter in terms of average is Keisha Phillips with a 705 average. Next up behind her is Pete Wheeler with 631, and our lowest batting average on the team is Nomar, who is batting 470, which is still pretty freaking good. So overall, I think we are definitely the best batting team in the league by far. And Ken Griffey Jr. is our leader in home runs with 4. Pablo Sanchez has not hit a home run yet. But of course, the true game ball performance of that game goes to Randy Johnson, who is lights out on the mound. 54 pitches thrown, 12 strikeouts. Just absolutely insane. Only allowed 2 hits, and 1 hit was off an error. So really not even his fault. Just an absolutely insane performance. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. God bless.